I'd be curious, at what point did you see yourself as that change agent? At what point did you sort of wake up and realize that you were the one who had the opportunity to solve this?
I mean, like yesterday, it's like still this ongoing thing, That's what's, I feel, I'm starting to see the most interesting part about my career isn't necessarily the wins and the losses or the championships. It's that I've been playing for so long. So when I entered the league in 2002, I mean, the league was different. How we were marketing it was different. And really like the vibe of like society was different around women. I don't think I'm saying anything outrageous. And so to see all the change that has happened, to see where we are now, a lot of what I'm doing, I mean, you said activist, which I think is a compliment. I feel like I'm like supporting activism, because activists, it's like its own little job. That's so difficult. They deserve so much, so many props because it's so tough. So I feel like, again, what's happening is, I don't know, I look back on my career and I'm like, wait, I knew all these things. I was complaining about these things. I just wasn't saying them. And now we have an opportunity, I think, where women are given more of a microphone, are given or are allowed, which is, I hate saying it that way, but to use their platform more. And now I just feel like, okay, I have all this experience. I've seen so much. I want to be a part of this change, not for me. Like, I'm probably not going to be the beneficiary, which is totally cool. But I want, younger people to have a different set of opportunities than I had. So that's really, it's like legacy almost. Like that's really my driving force.
You make a good point. Sort of now it is such a different dynamic, right, than 20 years ago in terms of even the past few years, right? The conversations around issues of equal pay or representation. So it creates this huge moment. But just because you have a voice and a platform doesn't mean you necessarily use it or feel confident in using it or even know how and where to begin. How did you find your voice to do this? You are obviously really passionate about this. You're someone who knows how to get things done. But was it at all a struggle for you to jump into this new arena?
Like yes and no. I think, like I said, jokingly, like I was complaining about all this stuff, so behind closed doors, like I had all these opinions. Just by nature of having a long career, I do have it's like experience. There's something about that. You see it, you understand things differently. And it probably wasn't until meeting Megan, my fiance, Megan Rapinoe, she's obviously very outspoken. And it was interesting because the things we were talking about, like I felt, I believed, I agreed with, I just never thought of myself as somebody speaking out about it. But to see Megan and how she, handles herself, conducts herself, it kind of gave me a little bit of confidence to start talking about these issues. And then simultaneously watching Megan, this is the important part, like Megan studies, and she's researching. It's not like she's sitting down, throwing the glasses on and getting in the encyclopedias. Shout out to the encyclopedia. But she's just constantly consuming. And it was like, okay, I get it. Right? Like if you're going to speak about these issues, yes, I have the experience, I have the knowledge based on my own walk, but I need to be super knowledgeable because when you do speak, you're going to be held accountable for your words. You're going to be asked some tough questions. So that's like a big part of it is just kind of, again, like just constantly consuming and trying to be as knowledgeable as possible.